And
oh wait, I don't know the questions.
So introduce yourself and say what your favorite memory was, your favorite aspect of being here, and then advice that you would give to underclassmen.
Hi, I'm Ruby, and my favorite part about being in Steel Theater was when we went to bi-districts, and it was when we finished performing and we were striking our set, and when we were done, Brooklyn and I just had a moment where we just like held hands and we just started crying. Like, I don't know why, we just started crying. It was a really emotional night, but we just stood there and it had to be really professional, so we were just like standing in silence, just like crying our eyes out, and I don't know, it was really sentimental, and that was really nice.
Hi, I'm Zach. So my favorite part of theater here at Steel, or like my favorite moment, I guess part of me wanted to say it would be performing Chicago in front of like 2,000 kids. But actually it was Paramos going to regionals. That was so crazy. It's emotional because it was like our last show, and I just have a lot of love for that show and the message behind it. So I would say that was my favorite moment.
I think one of my favorite theater memories was when we took Chicago to banquet. It was one of the most stressful things I've ever done, but it was also one of the most fun afterwards because we just kind of got to hang out and just have some fun.
Hey! I'm Brooklyn, and my favorite moment at Steel Theater, well, I have a lot of really fun ones, but I think my most recent favorite was when we got notes at regionals for Paramos. Although we didn't advance, they were like phenomenal notes, and I've never felt more like empowered by a judge. Woo! I'm dropping my mask, which was amazing because sometimes judges give you nothing and you're like, so did you like my show or not? But I think that was just an amazing moment, and she was like a really cool girl. She wore all green, and I was like, yep, she is truly herself, and that's beautiful.
I'm Brandon. You already know me probably. My favorite theater memory would be convention. It was really fun. The hotel room was pretty cool. My favorite memory was breaking all of the rules. We threw provolone cheese off of the 7th-floor balcony. We threw change at a security guard into the fountain as he walked by to make him believe that he was schizophrenic and hearing things.
Hi, my name is Ethan Bowman, and one of my favorite memories of being here is going to convention and performing for Chicago. And then another memory is our recent one, when we went to regionals for one act and we got to play volleyball on the beach with Miss Adams, and that was a cool memory, and I'll never forget that.
Hi, my name's Shataya Mayo, and my favorite was when I was at a TFA meet and we were warming up before we decided to compete, and we were just singing, and it wasn't even theater songs, it was like Camp Rock and High School Musical, and we did it a cappella, and I was like on the guitar and doing like a little solo. It was really fun.
So my favorite moment in theater was when Mark and Seraphim, who both formerly went here, attacked each other with scissors very violently in the booth. I enjoyed watching that. We did that very often whenever we were in the beginning of the production of Chicago. We had a lot of extra time on our hands, so I would say that would be my favorite moment.
Some advice I have for underclassmen is to be kind and understanding. You don't know people's stories until you listen, and so being kind and empathetic towards people is the best thing you could do and the easiest thing. Value yourself. Don't live in other people's perception of you, because at the end of the day, it's your life, not theirs. So you're left with yourself, and if you can't value or appreciate what you've done for yourself, then that's not good. It's not healthy for you to do. And the last thing I wanted to say is to do theater with good intentions. Don't go into theater thinking, oh, this is my way of getting recognition, validation. Do it for the art. Do it because you love performing. Do it for theater. So, yeah.
I've been watching a lot of TikToks about like growing up and stuff, and one of the ones that I found that was kind of funny but helpful is that, you know, water your own soil. Don't allow yourself to become reliant on other people watering your soil for you. You can always ask for help. Maybe you don't have enough water that time. You can always ask for help, but don't rely on it. Because at the end of the day, they gotta worry about their soil and yours. So you gotta water your own soil in order to bloom on time. So you gotta make it happen for you. Because it gets really stressful with all the stuff that we do, and it gets ahead of you. So water your own damn soil. That's all I have.
The advice that I'd probably give to y'all is do things outside of theater and enjoy your high school career as well as theater. Because theater's so much fun and you can do as many shows as you want. But also take a little time to breathe and don't overburden yourself.
My advice for underclassmen is that you make the most out of every show you're in, and if you choose to have a bad time, then it's gonna be an awful show. But if you go into a show and you're like, maybe it's not the most amazing show in the world, but you do the most amazing thing with your part, then people are gonna remember you. And I think that it's all about perspective, and I've had to learn that because it's been long 4 years. And basically, just be yourself, and am I allowed to say F everybody else?
You could say that.
And F for everyone else, but I also care about other people.
To the underclassmen, I'd say just be yourself. Don't let anyone change you. Just be swag. And honestly, if there's anybody that's being mean to you, tell them to stop being a bully.
Take critiques and try new things. Don't put yourself in a box, and be open to anything and any ideas for the shows, and do as many shows as possible and be yourself.
I would just like to say, I was really thinking when I got these questions, and I was like, did I really have a good time here? And of course I had some fun moments, but of course it got hard sometimes, and I was thinking, what could I have said to myself to make me have a better time here? And I would like to, share that with you. Stop worrying about what other people think of you. Because I realized when I'm myself and when I like myself best, that's when people start to come towards me. That's when people start to like me. That's how I started getting friends. Also, I've noticed a lot of you guys aren't kind to yourselves. Be nice to yourself. You're stuck with you for the rest of your life, girl. You better dress how you want, eat what you want, do what you want.
I mean, that was huge in these past years, is jealousy. That's a big thing, and it just does not create a good atmosphere. That's probably one of my biggest pieces of advice. And then the next thing I would say, try new things, but if the director shoots it down, don't be upset. Sometimes their vision is different than yours, and you just have to understand that, what they have in place and their ideas, sometimes it just doesn't correlate with what you try out, and that's okay.
Or whoever.
Is it still recording?
Yes, keep going. Then whatever.
Ooh, why do my legs look like that?
Hi, I'm Zach.
Okay, Ruby. And we're filming now. Okay.
I just introduced myself.
Yeah, so you can.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
I don't like this lighting.
Well.
Zach.
Girl, I supposed to.
Sorry, I have to make sure I look good. You should have.
This is what we have.
Okay.
I look ginger.
You look normal.
Then we have a break here and we cut.
Okay, thank you.
So it's 3 questions.
For theater specific. It's 2 questions.
Oh, okay.
Or whoever.
Is it still recording?
Yes, keep going.
Okay. Oh, well, you know what? I could just give it up. Okay.
I'm gonna crop it anyway, so.
True.
Okay. I've never felt more empowered and heard by a judge, although she was watching us and seeing our performance. It was like she was really invested and she noticed every single thing that.
It's, you know, some people just act out on things and it's not their fault. So just be kind.
Do whatever you want to do. If you don't like what you're doing, if you don't like where you're at, leave. If you like where you're at, if you like what you're doing, keep going. And don't get discouraged so easily. Keep going. If you lose something, try the next year. There's no next year. It's not for you. It's not you want. And that's okay. It's okay to stop and be sad. But don't let it be crazy. And that's what I guess. Also, yeah, okay. And of course, if you're trying to get it,
Thank you.